This is a big bomb that I'm about to drop here.
My third wish would be a Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
Hey, I'm Rishi. I'm 18. You might remember me from Donnie's episode of Bestie Picks Bay, but today I'm back with my bestie.
Hey guys, I'm Willis. I'm 19 years old and Rishi's going to be choosing my bae for me today. He's been my best friend since elementary school, so he knows all the relationships I've been in, all the girls that I like, all the preferences, and he just knows who I am as a person and what I like, so that's why he's choosing a bae for me today.
I just know Willis so well, and we just have this chemistry that's unbreakable, and that's why I think I can find someone with that same unbreakable chemistry on this show here today. I know what to expect. One cool fact about me is I actually speak French. Qu'est-ce que tu me veux dire? Je peux dire beaucoup de choses, mais à fond de jour, c'est ton choix.
I took 4 years of French and I didn't understand anything.
I kind of have a better idea of how the show works, so I feel like that will help me, pick a better bae. So me and Willis are going to be living in college together in a few years, and so his bae has got to be pretty chill, So I gotta like her too, you know what I'm saying?
My celebrity crush would be Zendaya. I don't know, she's really tall, which kind of fits into my category. I'm 6'4", 6'5", so yeah. And she's gorgeous. Some traits I'm looking for in a bae are that she's open-minded, definitely an open mind, keeps the relationship, and good communication, so good communication skills. Let's see, she has to be interested in sports, somewhat. I play basketball a lot, so we can get along together watching sports, preferably basketball. That'd be pretty good. Me personally, I listen to rap, so if she just listens to that genre, that'll be okay. Definitely smart, definitely educated in some way or sense. And height-wise, probably between 5'4" to 5'7", or 5'2" to 5'3" to 5'7", between that range for height.
I'm just hoping to find someone that fits very well with Willis's personality. Aside from all the physical stuff, I really hope that I can find a girl who's smart and educated, but at the same time a very fun and outgoing person. I think because of quarantine and everything, it definitely changes the way online dating is already. So I think it's an interesting way to find a bae, but definitely not my first choice. So I think it's something interesting though, and I think that the more time passes, the more we'll learn more about how effective this really is.
So if Rishi does a pretty horrible job, honestly, he's my best friend, so I wouldn't really hold it against him.
All right, Willis, let's go find you a bae.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I'm 19 and I go to college in Boston. I love Disney and I want to work in a zoo someday.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Yardley, Pennsylvania, and a fun fact about me is I was born 10 weeks early.
Hi, my name is Molly. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Philadelphia, and I actually have no sense of smell.
My name's Ogechi. I'm 19 years old from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fun fact about me is I played volleyball for about 5 years now.
Hi, I'm Mahida. I'm 18. I'm from the Bay Area, California, and my fun fact is that I have over 125 Spotify playlists.
Hi, my name is Charlotte. I'm 19. I live in upstate New York, and I've been playing guitar since I was 13 years old.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm 19 years old. I live in Michigan, and when I was 7 years old, I broke my arm playing weed. I was playing weed with my whole family, and my dad said to swing as hard as I could, and I guess being 7, I was too good for my own strength, so I broke my arm.
I'm Anna. I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And a fun fact about me is that I love to write and perform stand-up comedy. Why can't a bike stand by itself? Because it's too tired.
So my name's Angela. I'm 19 years old. I'm born and raised in LA, California. And a fun fact about me is I'm actually in an Ariana Grande music video. Okay, well, I wanted it to be a surprise so you guys would have to watch all of them. But for Stuck With You, I'm with her and Justin Bieber. I'm part of the thing since I did a fellowship with Scooter Braun last summer. Yeah, political activism.
Hi, my name is Alicia. I'm 19 years old and I'm from a suburb in Chicago. And I'd say an interesting fact about me is I have a twin, but he doesn't want to be associated with anything to do with this. But I have a twin brother.
Hey, I'm Rishi. I'm Willis's best friend, and I do think there is a girl here for him. I think Willis is a great guy, and I know for sure every one of you will love him. But let's see who will win. That's a tough one. So for my first question, what's your taste in music like, and who is one of your favorite artists?
My taste in music is super across the board. I love listening to hip hop because I love to dance to hip hop. I used to be on a dance team for that, and that was super fun. But I also love listening to like chill music. I really like Khalid. I think that, his songs are super like soulful, and I love the lyrics, and but they can also really like slap.
So I really like all types of music. In the car, I like stuff that can get me hype and moving, blast it, put the windows down. But I also love to listen to sometimes like Broadway, but I also really love Ariana Grande. So I'm really all over.
I absolutely love 80s music. Like, my passion is 80s music. And I would say my favorite artist is probably David Bowie, because he's always singing for the outsiders, and I feel like that's me.
For my music choice, I am an R&B baby, so I love anything that's really R&B, so like Daniel Caesar, Kalani, Jhené Aiko, but I will also jam out to Disney music anytime, any day, any place. So
I'd say my favorite kind of music is like indie alternative stuff. So I really love Mac DeMarco, Tame Impala, stuff like that. But I also really like older stuff like Fleetwood Mac and the Beach Boys.
So I like pretty much all types of music. Like I like rap, and I also like rock, indie. Like I really like Led Zeppelin and stuff. But I think one of my favorite artists is probably Kendrick Lamar at the moment.
I'm really into pop and R&B. Right now I'm mainly listening to like Phineas and The Weeknd and Chance the Rapper, so I like them a lot.
I'm also into all different types of music. I really like pop and alt rock though, so I like listening to like Khalid and The Weeknd, but I also like Imagine Dragons and The Head and the Heart.
I too like every type of music. I wouldn't say like I have like a specific artist, but my go-tos are like A$AP Rocky, Really Pretty Man, and I was gonna go to the Weeknd concert that got rescheduled. So like music like that. I also listen to The Neighborhood, so like smaller little bands. I really like them.
I feel like everyone is saying, I feel like I have like a really big range of music, but I really like small indie pop bands or anything with rap or even like 2010 pop throwbacks. But right now, I'd say like my favorite artist is like definitely J. Cole. I like have a t-shirt of him on right now, but I'd say that's probably my top at the moment.
I'm perfectly fine with like listening to anything, honestly, anything but country.
So already you guys giving me some tough choices, but this one was really close. And the reasoning behind this is that Willis just doesn't listen to, any of this, to be honest. And I'm gonna have to go with Anna. I'm sorry. I feel really bad about this.
Thanks, y'all. Good luck. I was really bummed to be eliminated first, but can't change my music taste, so I am still looking for love, so if anybody's out there.
So for my next question, I'm going to be asking, how would you describe your fashion sense? And if you got your favorite pair of shoes with you, let me see those.
So I would say my fashion sense is kind of all over, but one day I could be wearing like crop tops and like a cute pair of shorts, and then another day I could be wearing like a big sweatshirt that has like some sort of like skater chick thing on it. So my favorite pair of shoes is actually not with me, but these are my second favorite pair of shoes, and it's because these are my dance shoes, so I really like those.
I like to be cute and comfortable. I like to wear tanks and cute tops, but I like sweatpants once in a while. That works too. And my favorite pair of shoes, so I have two. So under normal circumstances, probably these, because still got the open toes, but cute. But since quarantine and sitting in the house, these flip-flops. Easy, keep it simple.
I would say that my sense of style is kind of like punk rock-ish. I like to go thrifting, and I like to wear fun pants. So I like to wear a bunch of different types of patterned pants, I guess. And I like to layer up with blazers and flannels and that kind of stuff. And my favorite pair of shoe is, hold on, here we go. These are my Docs, but they're split in half. So one side's patent leather and the other half is smooth leather. And it's supposed to be the sounds of punk rock mixing with the sounds of new wave. And those are my favorite genres of music. So
I would probably classify my style as a cool chic kind of a thing. I shop a lot at Forever 21 and all those places. My favorite shoes as of right now are these. I like to shop on like bargains. So like these were cheap, but they were also like really, really cute, and they go with a lot of the stuff that I like to wear. So
I'd say my style is like comfortable, but also like put together. I really love dressing like mom, so like really preppy clothes sometimes, but I also really like street style and like more beachy kind of stuff because I'm from California, so always have to rep the beach. And then my two favorite shoes are these ones. They're called Beijas. They're white and they have orange on it and purple on it, which are two of my favorite colors. And they're just sneakers. And then being from California, I love my Birks, so gotta rep those.
So I feel like my style is kind of like all over the place. I wear anything that I think makes me look good and I feel confident in. And I don't like try to follow trends necessarily, but it's just like I'll latch onto one if I like generally like think it's good. So my favorite shoe is also the Doc Marten because they're actually really comfortable. And I've been wearing them for like a while now before they start getting trendy. But yeah, they're just so comfortable, and especially like in the winter, they're just the best ones to wear.
My style is like a mix between like trendy and unique. I like to dress really cute some days, but some days I'll wear just like a big t-shirt and shorts. I have two pairs of favorite shoes. The first ones are just Air Force Ones because you can dress them up or dress them down. And then when I'm feeling lazy, I just like my Birks.
So for my style, I kind of just dress for the occasion. Like I'll wear whatever I like. And like if it's in right now, like I don't see a problem following a trend as long as like that's not my sole reason of dressing. I'm actually quarantined with my parents, and all my shoes are at my apartment back in Riverside, so I can't really get anything right now. But my go-to shoes are also like the Nikes, like just wearing the sneakers, as well as like red leather booties. Since I'm kind of short, I really like wearing heels, like when I go out.
I'd say my style, I kind of like changing it up like every single month. Sometimes it just switches up. I'd say right now a really big part of my style is just like oversized t-shirts that I get at the thrift store, and then with mom jeans and sneakers. So like right now my favorite sneakers are just like these white Reeboks that I got. So I'd say, I don't know, I feel like my style just changes up. It could be like turtlenecks, it can always be like just something different every single day.
For me, my personal taste, I like girls who wear like a lot of streetwear / comfortable wear. So like a graphic tee, jeans, and a pair of Jordans type of girl, or just like sweats and like slides.
I have to say Charlotte. I think just Willis is really about that comfortable streetwear and everything, and it just, I don't think that it's necessarily a good match here, and really sorry about that.
Bye guys, I hope you pick a good day. I really wasn't that upset getting eliminated on the clothing question because I really don't think it matters what someone wears. Like, it doesn't change who they are, like their personality, because that's just really surface level to judge someone based off of if they classify themselves as following a certain style. So I don't think him and I would have gotten along anyway.
What's your favorite cuisine and why?
I would probably say my favorite cuisine is Mexican food because I grew up in LA and I got some delicious Mexican food there. And all of the ingredients of like all of the things you can get are delicious and all of the wrappings are amazing. So you have a taco, a burrito, a chimichanga, whatever you get, it's just delicious. So big fan.
I would say my favorite food is sushi. Like, I could have it every day of the week, and I like it because you have a lot of variety in it, and it's fish, so you can kind of say it's healthy.
So I really like German food. There's this little festival that we have in Philly, and you can try out a bunch of different like sausages and food, and I really enjoy it. And there's like always the big German pretzels, and they're really good.
So I eat a lot. So my top 3 cuisines would probably be Mexican for sure, because I live off of Chipotle. My second one would be sushi as well. And then I'm Nigerian, so like any Nigerian cuisine that's like for my culture, just delicious. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Mine is also a 3-way tie because I just love food so much, but it'd be Japanese food, so like ramen, all that good stuff. I love Mexican cuisine, and I'm a really big fan of tacos, and then Indian food. Like, you can't go wrong with naan bread.
My favorite type of cuisine would probably be like Italian, like any sort of pasta. I love that, and lasagna. Yeah, any kind of pasta. I love carbs, so
So I'm also South Asian. I grew up in a Desi household, so I also love like my culture and my food. So definitely South Asian food and dishes. Big sushi fanatic as well. I do like sushi, and I just like trying new food. I wouldn't like limit myself by saying there's only one thing that I try. So I'd like to try everything at least once in my life.
Okay, I can feel like everyone's been saying it, but I had like a three-way tie. I'd say probably Italian food because you can't mess up pasta. Thai food is, I like just recently started getting really into Thai food this past year, and it just always tastes good. And then Pakistani food because my mom, like I swear, whatever she makes, it always slaps. So I think that's probably my top three.
So I want to hear something like different, exotic, or yeah, not like American or like not like basic stuff like Italian food, American food, like something different. Like my favorite cuisine is Korean barbecue.
The three-way ties make it a little hard, but I have to actually go with Carson here, and this is actually really close as well. Willis and Italian food don't get along very well, and there's a lot of memories because of that. But I know there were other answers that included Italian, but three-way tie, I mean, it's just kind of hard to base it on that.
Bye guys, good luck. It was a little disappointing that I got eliminated for liking Italian. I'm gonna find someone who wants to go to Olive Garden with me.
What culture would you love to experience more or learn more about? Like, this could be one that you already kind of have experience with, but just in general, if there's something you're really interested in, just let me know.
A culture that I would want to learn more about is definitely Arab culture. I take Arabic in college, and it's so interesting. And I took an Arabic history class, and it's just I love it because it's so different from what I grew up with, and I just want to learn as much as I can.
So I'm Jewish, and I would love to learn more about my culture. I think I'm going to go to Israel this year, and just the idea of being able to experience something that's close to me would be really cool to do.
That's a cool question, but I would love to experience French culture. I've been taking French for 6 years, and I absolutely love the language, and I really like the stories, and I think it'd be wonderful to actually like go to France and experience it. I was gonna go for study abroad, but you know.
A culture that I definitely want to experience more is going to be the European culture. I actually got a chance to go to Europe last summer ago when I graduated from high school, and I went to Paris, Barcelona, and Sevilla, and it was probably the most beautiful place I've ever been to my entire life, and it would be so cool to just learn more about those cultures.
I'd say I want to learn more about Japanese culture because my aunt is Japanese, so I think that is such a beautiful culture with like the kabuki theater, their fashion, the music. I actually have been able to visit Japan with Dad, and that was really awesome. The food is amazing. You can't go wrong with that either. So yeah, I think there's just so much to offer.
So this may sound a little self-centered, but there's so much of my own culture that I haven't learned because of colonization. So like things, I just want to learn more about my own roots, where I come from actually, rather than like what's being taught in American textbooks. And I want to just learn about different people of color. Like Europe is really cool. Like I was also supposed to study abroad there, like Spain. That's where like is. So I can't really go, but just like people of color, how colonization like changed our entire history. Just learn different things about different people.
I think right now the top place on my bucket list has always been Thailand. So I feel like Thai culture would be a really cool thing for me because I feel like the food, already a big fan of it. But my mom actually went, and just like seeing like the architecture, the traditions, like all the kind of art and like, I don't know, every little thing about it seemed really cool to me. So I feel like that's probably on the top of my list.
Any answer other than American culture? Because I don't know. I feel like American culture, like you live in America, so for a while probably, so you probably know like a lot of it.
Willis is really into Asian culture and getting to know a lot about it and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of these answers are actually really good, although they're not very similar to Asian culture. But I have to eliminate Ogechi just because it was a bit generic. I do really, definitely. I'm also into European culture, but I really do appreciate that in general because I have a lot of European culture behind my own history, and I want to say I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna have to let you go.
Thank you guys so much. Good luck to everybody else. I chose Europe. I stand by my answer. But there's so much vast majority of cultures to experience that I would just love to experience, not just European. But not everybody's for everybody, and my bae will eventually come and find me. So.
If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
My first wish would be that everyone in the world be healthy. My second wish would be that there was no more war. And my third wish would be that everyone had as much money as they needed.
My first wish would be equal rights for everybody. My second would be probably to travel wherever I wanted, see what I wanted. And I think my third would be health and happiness for my family and my friends.
My first wish would be the ability to time travel because, wow. My second wish would be for general happiness. There's not enough of that going around. And my third wish would be a Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
My first wish would be for everyone to be able to empathize. I think that's really important. And then my second wish would be to find a cure for coronavirus. And then my third wish would be to rescue all the dogs that need homes.
My first wish would be like redistribution of wealth and security, like globally, so there aren't really people that are negatively impacted by our selfish needs. Second would probably be the ability to read someone's mind. There's always like something I'm wondering, but people aren't direct anymore, and I really wish I knew what they were thinking of. And thirdly, probably the ability to learn how to swim. I need to get over that fear. I really need to get over that. I live in LA. Literally, I'm born at the beach.
I'd say my first wish would probably be something kind of similar to everybody's, just about everybody being able to like respect others' just existence and just being like super open about everybody in the world just being able to, I don't know, empathize like you were saying. My second wish would probably, this one sounds really basic, but just being able to fly, because I feel like that could come in handy if I wanted to travel or like do anything. I feel like that could be nice. And then my third wish would just be like a genuine sense of like contentment and happiness for like all the people around me.
A good answer to the 3 wishes that you would wish for would be like a selfless type of answer. So some examples are like good health. I wish my friends for success and stuff like that. A bad answer would be more of a selfish answer, like, oh, I wish I was like famous. I wish I had more money.
A lot of your answers were really selfless, and I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate. Like, everyone's answer was, about someone else, but of course I got to choose, the better answers. And I'm sorry, Angela, but I'm gonna have to let you go. Not because of the swimming thing, actually, but I just think that everyone else's answers were a little closer to what I would imagine Willis to say. And, I really like the redistribution of wealth and security. And I think that that's definitely nice, that a little bit of politics there. And I think it's really cool that all of you guys actually care for like the genuine state of the world. And I think that's really awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm really sorry about that.
I didn't expect to get eliminated, but it is what it is. I hope you find your bae, Willis. I didn't think I'd last that long, if I'm being honest. I thought I was going to be the first one disqualified. I mean, like, I was being honest. I didn't want to give something, like, completely generic by saying, like, world peace. I'm pretty bummed that I got eliminated, but I'd be even more bummed if you didn't register to vote. Please go register to vote.
What is one accomplishment that you're extremely proud of?
I created a support group at my high school for kids who have sick parents. And so I was really proud of that because, I felt like it helped a lot of people, including myself. And I just, it created a lot of connection and support within my school for students like myself. And so I was really happy and proud about that.
I was born 10 weeks early. I'm always looking for ways to give back. So a few years ago, I actually raised over $2,000 for the charity that saved my life when I was a baby, and that's felt really good to me to be able to say I did that.
First off, you guys are amazing. Oh my God. I wish I could say that, but my greatest accomplishment was, I can't say too much about it, but I actually achieved getting one of my dream roles with one of the companies that I've always wanted to work for, which is one of the largest entertainment companies. I'm not gonna say which one it is. You might be able to figure it out. And I'm working in entertainment for them. And that's has been my dream since I was a little girl. So I'm very proud that I was able to finally achieve that.
One of my biggest accomplishments, I would say, is being able to take a leadership position at a local dog shelter that I work with. I love dogs. I'm a huge dog person. So being able to help rescues, especially dogs from meat farms from Asia and Mexico, I think is really awesome. So yeah.
I'd say personally, I think probably just various leadership roles I've taken in student orgs on campus with nonprofits and things like that, because I feel like in the beginning, I wasn't really sure like what I wanted to do in school and like what I really wanted to do with my life. So just kind of like figuring all of that out and being able to like relate it back into the community and just around the people that you're with. I feel like that's been like super like fulfilling.
First of all, I just want to say I think it's super cool that you guys are like supporting each other and like happy for each other. I think that's super awesome. This time I'm gonna have to go with Molly. And the reasoning behind this is it's not really because it's a bad accomplishment. It's a great one, but I think generally like the way Willis is, the fits and all that kind of stuff, because you got to think that thing's over for myself. And I think all of your accomplishments are great, but yeah, Molly, I'm gonna have to let you go just because the others' accomplishments were a little more in tune for what Willis would do. And being in the entertainment biz is awesome, but just for Willis, I don't know if that's like something he really.
Thanks so much. Have fun. Deuces. I figured I was gonna get eliminated every single time I answered something. After every answer, I was like, okay, that was it. Goodbye, everyone. Honestly, it makes a lot of sense because everybody else's accomplishments were insane. Like, I wish I could say that I did the stuff that they did. So the company that I work for is a very large entertainment company. You'll probably know them from their theme parks and their movies.
Okay, so this is a big bomb that I'm about to drop here. It's a question about height. So basically, how tall are you? By the way, Willis is an extremely tall human being. Okay, height differences may make things a little more difficult. So I'm not going to talk more about that. But anyways, yeah, what's your height?
I am 5'7.5".
I'm 5'8".
I'm on the shorter side. I'm 5'5", but above average for American women. So, yeah.
I'm even shorter. I'm 5'2" 3/4", but my doctor says I can round up to 5'3", but I don't really know if that's gonna cut it.
Willis is 6'4", so it's a pretty big height difference. In fact, he's really close to 6'5", so that is a pretty tall guy. This is, the bane of existence for many men, and I have to say I'm really sorry to Alicia. I mean, it's basically like, I don't know. I mean, I'm really sorry about that. It's just the height difference. It's not something as good as the other questions, but, you got to ask something. So I'm sorry about that, and good luck in the future.
It was really nice meeting you guys, and no worries at all about the height. I feel like the second I heard him ask that question, I was like, I'm out. Like, this is done. I like to think I have 6-foot energy in myself, but I'm literally 5'2", and I can't do anything about it.
What are your life goals? And they can be vague or they can be specific, but I just want to know, and I think this is a really important one, so try to nail this one if you can.
So I love biology and I love government. I want to make a difference. And so I want to work in a zoo with animals, helping to educate kids about conservation so that we can save our animals and our planet. And then I want to transition into working for like a nonprofit organization in the government or like with the government in order to try to save the environment and animals.
So I'm all about helping other people, and that's really how I get my happiness. So I would say my biggest life goal would be to help a lot of people and do a lot of great things through helping.
I'd say one of my biggest life goals is I'm studying business and political science, so kind of using the two to create some sort of company that can, help make a positive difference. I'm also a really big fan of fashion, so doing something like a clothing line that's message is all about starting a positivity movement, helping people empathize, stuff like that. Yeah.
All the answers were great, but one that was just a little too vague for me, it was Rachel's answer. I'm sorry about that. I like that everyone's trying to help people or help something, but there just was a lot. It was just pretty vague, and that's why I have to eliminate you. And I know it's kind of tough, but I'm really sorry about that.
Bye, everyone. Good luck, and good luck finding your bae, Willis. I was really surprised that I made it so far, actually. It was really vague. It's hard when you're put on the spot, but I think I would have had a more broad answer if I got this opportunity again, but I'm still proud of what I said.
All right, guys, or should I say ladies. I don't know if you already know, but I've been on one of these episodes before, and let me just tell you, I'm really sorry to everyone that I eliminated. All of this was just, it was a bit difficult, but my man Willis, I love him a lot. And I got to make the right decision. And that doesn't mean that anyone's whatsoever is bad at anything. I actually loved the diversity of the cast, and everything was just perfect. But sadly, we got to go to the final showdown, and that is this question: why should I pick you for Willis?
So you should pick me for Willis because I love fun, I love adventure, I love exploring new places, but I'm also happy to just watch a ton of Netflix and just chill. I love trying new things, and I'm fun, energetic, super loving, affectionate, so yeah.
Samantha's amazing and she's so sweet, and I think you'd be awesome, like so lucky to have her, but you should pick me because I'm very thoughtful, I'm very caring, I put people above myself always. I'm super adventurous and outgoing and spontaneous, so we could always go on really fun and little adventures. I like photography, so if you want to get photographed, I can do that too. And I love to cook, so I can cook you some yummy treats and stuff. Yeah.
This was the final showdown. Man, this is making this decision also based on your previous answers. So this also includes everything that you've said over time. And I think that I'm gonna have to choose Mahita. I think that everything you said, especially when you talked about Asian culture and how you liked it. Willis is part Asian, and that's why I think that it would be a very good fit. Samantha would also be a good fit as well, but just for the fact that, there's more things in common, that's the reason that I'm making this choice.
Thank you so much for this experience. It was amazing. Mahita, you're awesome. You'll be great for Willis. Bye.
Woo! Yay!
I was surprised that I made it that far. Going up to this, I was like, what if I made it? But I was also like, I shouldn't expect it. So I was excited about that. Mahita was so awesome. And so I just was kind of whatever happens, happens sort of attitude.
First of all, I gotta say, Mahita definitely a very thoughtful person. I thought her answers were really good, especially like I said earlier, the Asian culture and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's super cool. The fact that she can cook, definitely a huge W. But for the most part, I think y'all two will get along. And let me tell you about Willis. He is, he's a blast to hang out with. He kind of makes me laugh. Okay, it's a bit annoying sometimes, but this guy's amazing. I've spent most of my life with this guy. And I have to say, you're in for a huge adventure.
I'm very glad with what Rishi chose. I'm not gonna lie, at the very beginning when I was hearing all the names, I was rooting for you, so.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. You seem super nice. Rishi, you seem like you're an amazing best friend. Yeah, I'm really excited to get to know you, and that just made my day. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
My bestie picked my bae. I'm very happy how Rishi chose my bae. I think he chose very well. Just like the way she sounded like a bit intellectual, like very smart. I don't know, that's just like something that just like stood out from the very beginning. So low-key, I was just like rooting for her, and her answers are just like pretty good.
I think the height one was one that I was like, oh, that's gonna be it where I'm cut, because I am on the shorter side. So yeah, it was like, oh man, he seems like a great guy, but I think I got eliminated. But then, not luckily, because Alicia was amazing, but by some miracle, someone was shorter than me. So
the fact that you can cook, definitely, because I can't, so definitely put you above everyone else. And like the fact that you like to do photography, I like to take photos too.
I'm really glad I got to meet you. All the girls were so amazing and beautiful and had amazing answers, and Rishi seems like an awesome guy too. So I
think it was an interesting experience, and I kind of realized, man, it feels bad just eliminating people based on like just answers, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And I just want to say to everyone out there, sorry if you got eliminated, and you all are cool people, and if I got to know you, I'd probably like every one of you. So I just gotta say, good try to everyone, and best of luck in the future. I had my eye on Mahita pretty early on, but for the most part, I think it was just like a bunch of people. I was thinking, I thought of like 3 people, but I didn't try to get them to the final. It was just like based on the answers, some of them worked and some of them didn't, and just kind of ended up resulting in what I have here, what we got. I think the hardest question was probably the accomplishment one, but the height one is a close second. Everyone has really great accomplishments, and I look up to every one of them. I think they're all amazing, but you know, it's just gotta make tough decisions. The height part especially, I haven't had to deal with anything like that, but I do know the pain. I have a friend, one of my other friends is 5'6", and that's tough for him. Like, people don't like that.
I liked how Rishi asked the questions, and he's a very good thinker. So he likes to be very thorough, so that's probably what he did. He was very thorough in everyone's answer. He was probably like comparing their answer to what I would say. Thanks for watching.
For more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe to 17's YouTube channel.